right, Buzz fam? We back with the Beers Bars video. I'm Casey.
It's Court.
Yo, we got Roni Size, I think is how you saying it. Represent.
Yeah. Okay. Look. Okay. And Mike, I'm gonna let you know something real quick, man, because we were just having a discussion about this. Look, Roni, like the way that is spelled, I remember like the Bobby Brown jam that came out a long time ago called Roni, and it was spelled just like that right there. But we're gonna assume that is Ronnie.
I don't know either way. So like, yeah, let us know in the comments or whatever.
Yeah.
But appreciate the beer fund hit up. Yeah. But now this video got me worried that we watching like reruns of the World Trade Center's falling. And we're bringing about a brown paper bag to this event, meaning you had a sack lunch.
Yeah.
But we do also have a note here that this is the, where is this one at?
Yeah, so this is like talking about how drum and bass kind of, clashes. I mean, no, not clash, but just like mixes with the jazz influences though, so like it's just kind of just like, the drum and bass gumbo pot. Like we got some reggae with drum and bass, now we're about to get like the jazz, with drum and bass.
Indeed.
Like I already know we got like the Fugees remix, like mashup up in there, and that was pretty dope though,
Yep.
But yeah, but like now we about to like hook it up with some jazz, and I love jazz.
And Buzz fam, my brother went down to Kentucky and brought us back some Kentucky Red Irish ales. So shout out, Nick.
Yo, man, appreciate you, Nick, a.k.a. MIA.
Yeah. That dude always traveling.
Man. Hey, man, love you, man. Love you, man. Hey, man, do your thing, man. Keep on traveling, brother.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Some good red ales.
Thank you, man.
To the rhythm made out of brown paper. Sounds that we bring are of a different nature. Rhythms get greater, the rhythms they get greater. Yes, another rougher tough form for the chaser. New configuration, new riff and new structure. Built on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. Tight.
You know what's cool about this? Kind of like what you were saying and like what the note is. It really feels like they're testing out like different sounds.
And I love that they're doing that, man, because it's like showing, that drum and bass is not one dimensional though. It's just like they could dabble into different types of genres, man. And yeah, man, this is like hella dope, man. And it's just like I like how, when it comes to these different types of, like if it's jazz or if it's something R&B or if it's rock or whatever, or even country too, because like we've like heard some of that.
Yep.
Bling with that. And I thought that was impossible. But anyway, it's just like, I like how the drum and bass kind of like creeps in. It's just like subtle. It's just sneaky. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Yeah.
New riff and new structure. Built on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. Tight. We wrap it up. It's wrapped tightly.
Tight. It's very.
So you got the acoustic bass. I think that's like an acoustic bass. Don't
Yep.
And then it's just like you hear. I mean,
well, it's like they're using the bass to level the track, right? So like they have something to test stuff off of, right?
Yeah.
So they're just using that the whole way through, but then they're like testing all these different sounds and elements and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. And it's just like I love, just like those different types of layers, man, because like what it reminds me of, I don't know if you heard of Undiggable Planets. Okay, well, like they sung that song, I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. Kind of, I mean, well, anyway, but but it's like a really popular, thing. It's on commercials or whatever, like everywhere. But anyway, yeah, it just like kind of like brings that type of element right there, like that. It kind of brings that tribe element to it too as well. Yeah. So it's just like really dope, like how it just all just kind of just blends together, man. It's really, really dope.
Step to the rhythm made out of brown paper. Sounds that we bring are of a different nature. Rhythms get greater and the rhythms they get greater. Yes, another of a tough form for the chaser. New configuration, new rip and new structure. Belts on the frame that'll hold and won't puncture. Tight, we wrap it up, it's wrapped tightly. Step, 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 step. Paper, paper, paper.
This is cool because like he was using that egg in the video, right? Mm-hmm. And it feels like he was like changing time. And so now like they're going back. It's like I'm watching this thing fall out of the sky or whatever. So I'm telling people where to move or not to stand during like, these things. Or like he pulled that guy out of the way when the people were running around the corner real fast. And the beat is very fitting to that. Like it gives me like
and this gives me also some Jamiroquai vibes. It was off of their Traveling Without Moving album because they had like a lot of jazz or like acid jazz vibes put into their album, which they're from the UK, by the way, too, as well. But anyway, they had like a song that was like sort of kind of like this, like it had like a choppy, drum-ish bass vibe type of element to it, though,
It kind of gives me like old school. This is gonna sound crazy. Old school Cartoon Network, like late Cartoon Network, like Space Ghost Coast to Coast or Speed Racer, kind of like soundtrack vibes, like the music that they would use in the background, that kind of shit.
Step to the rhythm made out of brown paper. Paper, 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 paper. Step, 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 step. Paper, 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 paper. Step, 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 step.
I'm gonna say this though. Out of the drum and bass experiments, I guess I could say experiments, that we've tested like thus far, I love how jazz blends with drum and bass.
You like this?
Like, I think it's like a perfect match. I love how the dancehall like blends with it too as well. Like that's like super dope, man. But it's just like this right here, like it just, because like since like jazz is kind of like considered like all over the place and like they could do like anything, go any direction.
Yeah.
I think, that this is like a really good blend. I think it is for me.
I personally like the dancehall versions more, but I like how it is able to be used in multiple ways.
Step, 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 step.
Like the other one we just did,
DRS
that one
with like Kenny Man.
Yeah, Every Man, like the way they infused it with like jungle and like
man, that is like a perfect marriage. Like that's like a really perfect match. So like it is like without a doubt.
Yeah.
Out of brown paper, built on a frame that'll hold and won't puncture. a new riff and new structure. Yes, another rougher, tough war.
Again, I want to see an evolution of drum and bass, like we talked about in the other one, right? Because like we see so many different variants and so many different like.
Yeah, so I'll tell you this, man. Just like to add on to the timeline thing, you know, along with that, I would like the different genres to be blended in as well with the timeline.
Right.
I mean, I think that would be like the perfect, you know, concert for me.
Well, and that's what I was kind of thinking is like throughout like the time of drum and bass like coming onto the scene and like starting to mix music and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how did it like evolve and like what were some of like the big waves or the big you know, like tracks that came out?
Yeah.
And like which direction did it ultimately go?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Michael, appreciate you putting us on with the beer fun hit up.
For real.
Putting us down a little history lesson.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And dude, 11 days.
Well, 11 days from right now, this will probably come out somewhere around the time that we're going to see the show. We seen it on the 21st, I think, of June.
Yeah, on the 21st.
Like that. So if you guys are in DC area and you're going to see Chasing Status, let us know.
Out there.
And we'll see y'all there.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.